Hello, thanks for checking out Mr. Weird's videos. And today we're looking at solving system of equations. We're going to start off by graphing, and then in some future videos we'll go over by substitution and by elimination. But first, let's start what we got today. All right, so here it says you have checked to see if an ordered pair was a solution of the equation. Now you will check to see if the ordered pair is a solution of a system of equations. So basically what we want to know is this ordered pair a solution of an equation? So this is what we do. You take the 1 and the 9 and you just plug them in. You plug in the 1 for the x and the 9 for the y, right? So we're going to plug it in for this first one here. We got 1 and 9. 1 plus 9 is 10, so 10 checks out. All right. Now we're going to do the second equation, 3x plus y equals 12. We're going to plug in the 1 for x and plug in the 9 for y, right? So then we do 3 times 1, which is 3, and then 3 plus 9, which is 12, and that comes out to 12 equals 12, so that checks. So 1, 9 is a solution to this equation. Okay, here's another example. We've got 2 and negative 3. Okay, we're going to plug those in. So I'm going to plug in 2 for x and negative 3 for y. So I've got 2 plus negative 3. When I add that, I get negative 1. So negative 1 is not equal to 5, so it's not a solution. So there's no need to check the second one once you realize 1 isn't. So here are the notes and the steps to make sure you're doing it the correct way. All right, let's take a look at a few practice problems. Okay, here we want to tell whether the ordered pair is a solution of the given system. So we're going to take the 0 and the negative 4, plug it in, see if it works. So first I'm going to plug it into this one. Alright, so I plug in 0 for the x and negative 4 for the y. And when I plug that in, I got 4 plus negative 4, which is equal to 0. So 0 is equal to 0, that checks. Now, we're going to plug it into the second equation. We got x plus 2y is equal to negative 8. And we're going to plug in the x and the y, 0 and negative 4. Alright, we got 0 plus 2 times negative 4. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, plus 0, negative 8. Negative 8 is equal to negative 8, and that checks out. Alright, let's try number 2. So this is a solution. It checks for both of them, so it's a solution. Let's look at the next one. I got x plus y is equal to 7. Okay, we're going to plug in x and y. We got 2 and 5 this time. So we plug in 2 and 5, and 2 plus 5 is 7. Now let's check the next equation. 3x plus y is equal to 10. We're going to plug in 2 for x, add 5 for y. 3 times 2 plus y, 5. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 5. 6 plus 5 is 11, which does not equal 10. So this one is not a solution. Alright, let's look at 3. Alright, 3. I'm going to start with this one now here first. So I'm going to plug in negative 3 and 1. Negative 3 and 1 for the x and the y. 3 times 1 is 3. And then negative 3 plus 3 is 0. And 0 does not equal negative 6. So that doesn't work. No need to check the second one. Alright, let's start with 4 here. We got negative 3 and 9. We're going to plug those in. I'm going to start with this one first. Okay, I've got y that goes here. Don't get confused. Make sure you put the y, which this won't be negative 3. It'll be 9. So put the 9 there and put the negative 3 in the other spot. Negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 equals 9. That checks. Let's see if the other one checks. We got y is equal to x plus 12. We're plugging in y and x. The y, which is 9, and the x, which is negative 3. We do negative 3 plus 12 is 9. Okay, that checks as well. So that is a solution. Okay, so I know I talked about solving system of equations being graph, and there's no graphs, but we're going to do that on the next part here. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so to check to see if 5, 7 is a solution, what you want to do is graph both of the equations. So we graph this one, y is equal to x plus 2. Let's see, which one is that one? That is this one. So go up 1 and over 1 with your slope. You got 2 here, and that's this line here, right? And then we got this right here. This line crosses here. All right. And it says check to see if 5, 7 is a solution. But when you have both of them, you can actually find the solution if they cross each other. Where they cross each other is the solution. So right here where they cross at negative 1, 1, that's the answer. So since that's not 5, 7, 5, 7 is not a solution. All right. Let's take a look at some more examples. Okay, here they want you to find a solution to each system of equations graphed. So this is pretty simple. All you want to do is see where they cross at. Okay, it crosses right here at that point. And that point is negative 1, going back 1, and up 3. Negative 1, 3, that's the solution to that system of equation. All right, here's a second one. 6. We got the y is equal to negative 2x plus 1, and y is equal to x minus 5. But again, all you got to do is look to see where they cross it. They cross right here at that point. And that point is over 2 and down 3. So that's 2, negative 3. All right, let's take a look at another one. Okay, here they don't have it graphed for you. You have to graph it. So we're going to graph it right quick and then see where they cross. So we got y is equal to negative 3. All right, now if I want to make this in the y equals to mx plus b format, it would look like this. Y is equal to 0x minus 3. There's no slope for this one. No slope. The slope is 0. Right? So what we're going to do is find the y-intercept, which is negative 3, and go to that point, which is right here, negative 3. So regardless of what x is, y is going to equal negative 3. So it's negative 3 here, negative 3 here, negative 3 here. It's negative 3 all across this line. So negative 3 is right here. That is y equals negative 3. So we got that graphed. Now we're going to graph the other one. This one does have a slope. Okay? It's got a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of 2. So I make the slope 1 over 1, so I go up 1 and over 1. And the y-intercept is 2. I'm going to begin at 2 here. So I'm going to start at 2, go up 1 and over 1. Up 1 and over 1. And I just keep doing that. I could also go down 1 and back 1. Negative over negative is a positive. So let's go get me all of these dots like so. And then I draw my line. And then see where they cross. They cross right here. At that point. And that point is negative 5, negative 3. Going back negative 5 for x. Going down negative 3 for y. So that is my solution. Alright, let's look at number 8. Okay, here we're going to graph both of these. This one has a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of negative 6. So we're going to use the 1 over 1 slope again, but we're going to begin at negative 6. See that minus negative 6. So that starts here. We're going to go up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1, up 1 and over 1. And you just keep going until you got plenty of dots here. And then you draw the line. Alright, now this one, y is equal to negative x. If I put that in slope-intercept form, it'll be y is equal to negative 1x plus 0. So the y-intercept, which is not there, is 0. So we're going to start on 0. Oh, and the slope is negative 1 this time. So you go down 1 and to the right 1. So it's going to go down from left to right. And we're going to begin with the y-intercept, which is 0. And go down 1 and the right 1. Like that. Down 1 to the right 1. And just keep going. You can also go up 1 and back 1. Positive divided by negative is a negative. So you draw your line. And now just see where they cross. They cross right here. And that point is over 3 and down 3. So that should be 3, negative 3. 3, negative 3. Okay. So stay tuned for my future videos on system of equations. But for now, I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.